Welcome back to the Board Business Channel. Sometimes, we talk about these companies that are doing such wild and innovative things. It feels like we're getting a peek into the future.
Yeah.
And today,
Today's one of those.
yeah, it is for sure. We are going deep into the world of IFTC, a Taiwanese company.
Okay.
That's really shaking things up in the display tech industry.
All right, get ready for some serious screen envy because these guys are making the screens we look at every single day. Phones, TVs, computers.
Cars even.
Cars, yeah. Look better, work better, and even be better for us.
Okay, stop. You had me at better looking screens.
Right.
I'm already picturing like watching a nature documentary and the colors are so vibrant they're practically leaping off the screen.
Yes.
But what makes IFTC's approach so different? I mean, haven't we already hit peak screen with like all the 4K OLED whatchamacallit?
You would think so, right. But IFTC is actually tackling a problem that's been plaguing screens since, forever.
Since their invention.
Yeah.
Glare. Ugh, tell me about it. It is like a constant battle between me and the sun for who gets to see my phone screen.
Absolutely.
And don't even get me started on trying to watch TV in a room with windows.
Forget about it. Well, get ready to kiss that struggle goodbye because IFTC has developed a revolutionary anti-glare screen technology.
Wait, are you serious? A screen that doesn't turn into a mirror every time the sun comes out?
Yep.
You're lying.
It's like straight out of sci-fi, right?
It is. How do they even do that?
It's really amazing.
Yeah.
They use this microscopic structure that's embedded right on the screen's surface. It's called a linear microstructured coating.
Okay.
And it's basically like giving the screen like this teeny tiny invisible texture.
Oh, so we're not just talking about like a coating you slap on top, right?
Sure.
This is an actual physical change to the screen itself.
Yes.
Really?
And this microscopic texture is specially designed to control how the light interacts with the screen. So instead of just reflecting right back at you, causing that annoying glare,
Right.
the light gets scattered in a bunch of different directions.
So instead of a super harsh glare,
Yeah.
you get a much softer, more diffused reflection.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
It's like how a lampshade spreads light out
Yes.
instead of like a direct beam.
Yeah, perfect analogy.
Yeah.
And get this scattering doesn't mess with the image quality.
Wow.
No, not at all. You still get all those awesome, vibrant colors
Really?
and those crisp details just without that annoying glare.
Wow, okay, color me impressed. So we're talking brighter, clearer screens, even in direct sunlight.
Exactly.
That's like a game changer for everything, for phones and laptops, like those giant TVs
Oh, for sure.
that make you feel like you're at the Super Bowl.
Absolutely. And it's not just about convenience either.
What else?
Think about all the places where glare has been like a total buzzkill
Oh, yeah.
for displays, like car dashboards,
Right.
outdoor signage, even medical imaging. IFTC's technology has the potential to revolutionize a ton of industries.
Wow, I'm already picturing like surgeons using glare-free screens during operations, pilots having a crystal clear display even with the sun beaming down.
Right.
We're talking like saving lives.
Totally. And speaking of making a difference, IFTC is also really committed to improving the whole user experience in another way.
Ooh, tell me.
Eye health.
Eye health, yes. I spend way too much time staring at screens and my eyes are definitely feeling it.
Yeah.
So tell me more.
Okay, so they're developing what they're calling the eye care monitor.
Okay.
And it uses their anti-glare tech to reduce eye strain and fatigue.
Okay, so a screen that's actually good for your eyes. Sign me up. I can finally binge watch my favorite shows guilt-free, knowing my eyes aren't slowly being fried.
Exactly. And this isn't just some pie-in-the-sky concept. No, they're actually working on it.
Really?
Yeah, and it could have a huge impact on how we use tech in our daily lives.
That's incredible. They're not just, like, content with improving how the screens look. They want to make them healthier for us, too.
They do.
Okay, IFTC is officially moving to the top of my company's to-watch list.
Good.
Now, I know Taiwan is kind of a powerhouse
Oh, yeah.
in the electronics industry.
For sure.
Does that play into IFTC's story at all?
Absolutely. They're a big part of this huge, thriving tech ecosystem in Taiwan.
Okay.
And they're leveraging the country's manufacturing expertise and tech prowess,
So they're not just a company, they're part of this whole movement.
Yeah.
Just putting Taiwan on the map
Exactly.
as a global leader in tech innovation.
For sure.
I love that. It's like this small island nation taking on the world
I know. It's pretty awesome.
with its brilliant ideas.
Uh-huh.
Now, I heard a little whisper that IFTC is thinking about going public.
Yes, that's right.
Is that true?
They are currently listed on the emerging stock market in Taiwan, but they've got their eyes set on the main board within the next year or two.
Whoa, hold on.
What?
Emerging stock market. Help a girl out? What does that even mean?
It's kind of like a stepping stone for companies that are ready to grow, but like not quite big enough for the main stock exchange.
Got it.
Like, you know, think of it as a proving ground for up-and-coming businesses.
Ah, so they're playing in the minor leagues,
Yeah.
but aiming for the majors.
Exactly.
Ambitious. What makes them think they're ready for the big leagues? I mean, going public is like a huge deal, right?
It's a massive deal. It's not like throwing a party and just inviting everyone over.
No, not at all.
You're telling me it's a big financial and strategic move.
Yeah.
But from everything we've seen, IFTC seems to have all the right stuff to be super successful.
Okay.
Cutting-edge technology, strong market position, and a leadership team that's not afraid to dream big.
Speaking of leadership, I heard their chairman, Gary, has a pretty interesting story.
Yeah, he's not your typical corporate suit, that's for sure.
No.
No.
So tell me about it.
Well, he's he's a bit of a serial entrepreneur with a passion for innovation.
Okay.
He's had his hands in a lot of different companies,
Such as?
from electronics equipment to, wait for it,
Okay, I'm waiting.
green energy.
Hold on, green energy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a plot twist I was not expecting.
Right. What's an electronics guy doing?
Yeah.
Dabbling in solar panels and wind turbines.
Yeah, it's like finding out your accountant has a secret life as a rock climber.
Yeah, exactly. It seems kind of random,
It does.
but it actually makes total sense when you understand Gary's vision.
Okay, so tell me.
He's not just about making money. He's about, you know, making a difference.
Okay, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
So the green energy thing wasn't just like a side hustle.
No.
He was genuinely trying to solve a problem.
Exactly.
Okay, what problem was that?
Well, Taiwan, especially the southern region, often has problems with their electricity supply.
Oh, okay.
Gary saw this as a chance to do something good for the environment, you know, a more sustainable future,
Right.
but also build a successful business at the same time.
It's like they say, kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's more like power a city and save the planet with one solar panel.
There you go.
This Gary guy's starting to sound like a real-life superhero.
He's pretty impressive, that's for sure.
So not just a CEO, but like a visionary leader who sees the big picture.
Yep.
I bet he has one of those like giant whiteboards in his office
Oh, I bet he does.
with lines connecting all these crazy ideas.
Oh, totally.
Maybe that's how he came up with the anti-glare thing. He was
Right.
doodling during like a solar panel brainstorming session.
Could be. But before we go full conspiracy theory,
Okay.
how about we take a closer look at IFTC's journey?
Okay.
Remember how we were originally just the landlord
Oh, yeah.
for the company that actually developed this anti-glare tech?
Yeah.
It's like a real-life Cinderella story.
It is. The landlord buys the castle
I know.
and becomes the king of anti-glare screens.
Exactly.
But how did that even happen? Did they just like waltz in one day and say, we'll take it from here?
No, it definitely wasn't that simple.
Okay, so spill the tea. What's the backstory?
Okay, so the original company was led by this brilliant engineer,
Okay.
but he had to step back because of some health issues.
Oh, no, that's sad.
Yeah, it is.
So what happened? Did the company just fall apart without their, like, star player?
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
This is where IFTC swoops in.
They do.
Yeah.
Okay.
They saw how amazing the anti-glare technology was,
Uh-huh.
and instead of just letting it, like, fizzle out, they teamed up with the original crew.
So less of a corporate takeover, more of a rescue mission.
Totally. They were like, hey, we love what you're doing. Let's do this together.
Oh, I love that.
And they even brought in the original chairman as their chief technology officer.
Oh, wow.
Kept the whole research and development team.
They did?
And basically said, let's make this thing huge.
Talk about win-win.
Right.
IFTC gets this crazy, groundbreaking technology.
Yeah.
And the original team gets the support they need to keep going.
Everyone wins. It's like a tech fairy tale.
It really is. And you know what? Remember how we were talking about Gary's background in electronics?
Yes.
That turned out to be a huge asset
Oh, yeah, for sure.
for IFTC.
Uh-huh.
He knew all about the supply chains and the
Yes.
manufacturing processes involved in actually making displays.
So smart.
So they were able to scale up production
Yep.
and get their products to market super quickly.
Exactly.
So he wasn't just a visionary leader. He was like a strategic mastermind
He really was.
who knew how to take an idea
Huh.
and make it real.
Yep,
I'm starting to think this Gary guy is too good to be true.
he might be.
Is there anything he can't do?
I don't know, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure, his leadership's been a huge part of IFTC's success so far.
Okay, I am completely hooked on this story. Cutting-edge technology, a visionary leader, a company that's about to go public. This is what the Board Business Channel is all about.
Absolutely.
Uncovering the hidden gems of the business world and sharing their stories with our incredible listeners.
Yes. And speaking of incredible listeners, I think they'd love to hear a little bit more about the science behind these anti-glare screens.
Oh, yeah.
How do they actually work on like a microscopic level? What makes their approach so different from all the other anti-glare solutions out there?
You read my mind. That's exactly what I was thinking. But before we dive into all the nitty-gritty of microstructured coatings, maybe we should take a quick break just to let all this info sink in.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's do that.
Great idea. We'll be right back to continue our deep dive into the world of IFTC. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, so are you ready to get microscopic?
Ooh, yeah. Hit me with your best science. Because honestly, it still kind of sounds like magic to me. So you're telling me this tiny little texture on the screen can like scatter light without messing up the actual picture?
It can.
It's mind-blowing.
It's pretty amazing.
It is.
So imagine you have a perfectly smooth surface, like a mirror.
Okay, yeah.
Light hits it, bounces right back. And that's what causes that glare we all hate.
Yes, my nemesis, especially when I'm trying to like catch up on emails on the train, it is a daily struggle.
I feel you.
So what happens with IFTC's anti-glare screen?
Okay, so instead of that smooth surface, you've got all these microscopic structures that interrupt the way the light reflects.
Okay.
They're like these tiny prisms, redirecting the light in all different directions.
Ooh, prisms, rainbows.
Yes.
So instead of one big blinding reflection, the light kind of gets spread out.
Exactly. So the intensity of the reflection is reduced.
Okay.
And the picture is way clearer.
Okay, so it's like the difference between like shining a spotlight right in your eyes.
Yeah.
Versus having like this soft diffused light illuminating a room.
Yes, perfect analogy.
Okay, so I'm getting the picture literally. That's like those fancy light diffusers that photographers use to get that perfect soft glow.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
What's that?
If the light is being scattered all over the place, doesn't that affect the image quality?
Okay.
So wouldn't the picture end up looking like blurry?
That's a great question.
Yeah, or washed out.
But that's the genius of IFTC's technology.
Okay.
Those microstructures, they're super precise.
Okay.
And they're designed to only target certain wavelengths of light.
Okay.
The ones that actually cause the glare.
Okay.
While leaving all the other wavelengths, the ones that are carrying all the picture information, totally untouched.
So it's like a super reflective bouncer at a club.
Yes.
Only letting in the good light and kicking out all the glare.
Exactly.
Talk about VIP treatment for my eyeballs.
The best treatment.
Oh my goodness.
So you get all the good stuff, the vibrancy, the detail of a high-quality display, but without that annoying reflection.
This is officially my favorite invention of the century.
I know, it's pretty cool.
Move over. Self-driving cars.
Yeah.
Robot vacuum cleaners. There's a new sheriff in town.
Right.
Okay, but seriously, where are we going to see this anti-glare magic in action?
Okay, well, besides the obvious, smartphones, TVs, laptops, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, give me some examples.
Okay, remember those eye care monitors we talked about earlier?
Yes.
The anti-glare tech, that's like a key part of that.
Right, because less glare means less strain on our eyes.
Exactly.
I can already hear my optometrist doing a happy dance.
Oh, for sure.
But it goes beyond that, right?
It does, like
Okay.
car dashboards that are perfectly visible.
Okay.
Even in the brightest sunlight.
Okay.
Digital signs you can read from any angle, even those medical imaging displays that eliminate the glare for like way more accurate diagnoses.
We're talking about a world where screens are not only better looking, but also safer.
Yeah.
And more accessible? That's pretty powerful.
That is.
It's like they're not just changing how we see the world, but how we interact with it.
Absolutely. And it all comes back to their commitment to innovation.
Okay.
They're always pushing the boundaries, always trying to make things better.
Okay.
In fact, their motto is, I care, we care.
Ah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's catchy, but it really does seem like they're putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah, they are.
You know, they're not just chasing profits, it seems like. They genuinely want to make a positive impact.
They do.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about the tech,
We have.
the leadership.
Uh-huh.
But what about the people behind IFTC?
Mm-hmm.
What's the company culture like?
That's a good question.
Yeah, is it like super serious lab coats and pocket protectors, or is there a little bit more of a relaxed vibe?
From what we've heard, it seems like they've built a culture of collaboration and mutual respect.
Okay.
Remember, they brought in that whole R&D team from the original company.
Yeah, they did.
And that really says something about their values.
It does.
They clearly value expertise and, really recognize everyone's contributions.
It's definitely a different approach than some of those big corporations.
Oh, yeah.
They just gobble up smaller companies and spit out whatever's left.
Yeah, they're not like that.
No, not at all.
And this whole dedication to eye health really speaks to their concern for their customers.
It does.
They want to create a better experience for the people using their products.
So it's less cutthroat corporate ladder.
Yeah.
And more, we're all in this together.
Exactly.
Let's make something amazing.
Yep.
I like that.
It's good.
It's refreshing to see a company that prioritizes people over profits, or at least finds a way to balance the two.
And speaking of balance,
Okay.
have you noticed how IFTC is walking this interesting line between, being really specialized in this one specific technology, anti-glare, but they're also exploring all these different ways to use it?
Yeah, they're not putting all their eggs in one basket.
No.
But they're also not trying to be everything to everyone.
That's a good strategy.
They're like the ultimate niche players, but they're not afraid to expand their horizons.
Yeah, I like this.
And see where their technology can take them.
It's like being a world-class pastry chef who can make the most incredible croissants.
Oh my gosh, I love croissants.
But they can also use their skills to make cakes and pies and even savory dishes.
Yeah, they're mastering their craft.
Yeah.
But they're open to new possibilities.
Yeah.
That's essential in the fast-paced world of technology.
Absolutely.
We've covered a lot of ground so far.
Uh-huh.
But there's one burning question.
Okay, what is it?
We talked about their technology, their vision, their values, their amazing leader, Gary.
Yeah.
Who's basically a superhero. But what about the bottom line?
Yes.
How are they actually doing financially?
Let's get into it.
Okay, bring on the balance sheets.
Oh.
But before we get all number crunching, maybe we should take a quick breather.
Okay.
My brain is starting to feel a little overloaded with all this info.
Yeah, I feel
like a hard drive that's about to reach capacity.
Yeah, let's take a moment to recharge.
Okay.
And we'll come back and analyze their financial performance.
Great idea. We'll be right back to continue our deep dive into the world of IFTC.
Sounds good.
Stay tuned.
Oh.
Okay, my calculator's warmed up and my spreadsheet is ready to go. Let's talk numbers. What's the financial lowdown on IFTC? Are they rolling in dough or just barely scraping by?
Okay, so remember, they're still on the emerging stock market in Taiwan. So their financials, they aren't as widely available as a company that's, already on the main exchange. It's like trying to get a peek into a bakery before they've officially opened their doors, right? You can get a glimpse of the goodies, but you don't have the full menu yet.
Ooh, I like that analogy. So we're getting a little sneak peek, but the full feast is yet to come. Okay, I'm intrigued. What can we see through the bakery window so far?
All right, so we know that in 2023, all of their sales came from those anti-glare screens for laser TVs.
Okay.
They went all in on that market, which is pretty bold.
Yeah, it really shows a lot of confidence.
It does. It's like they were saying, we believe in this technology so much, we're betting the farm on it.
Yeah, that's either brilliant or crazy, or maybe a little both.
Right. But so far, it seems to be paying off.
Yeah.
And think about it. They're not selling directly to us, the consumers, right?
Right.
They're supplying those companies that are actually building the TVs. So it's B2B, which is a really smart approach for a company with, such specialized tech.
Yeah, makes sense. So they're kind of like the behind-the-scenes heroes, quietly making those fancy laser TVs even fancier.
I feel like that, yeah.
But who are their biggest customers? Are we talking big-name brands or more niche players?
Well, we know that the majority of their sales are in Taiwan and mainland China. So it's pretty safe to say they're working with some major players in the Asian electronics market.
That's huge. It's like having a prime spot on the busiest street in town,
Exactly.
So even though they aren't exactly a household name yet, they're already making waves in a big pond.
For sure.
Okay, enough about customers and markets. Let's get down to the really juicy stuff. Profits. Are they making money hand over fist?
Okay.
Or are they still in that investment phase?
Yeah.
Burning through cash, just to fuel their growth.
Well, we don't have, like, the specific revenue numbers yet.
Right.
But remember, they were able to, buy another company, invest in R&D, and they're getting ready for an IPO.
Yeah.
So that tells me they're not exactly struggling.
You're right. You don't just, like, casually buy another company if you're barely keeping the lights on.
Uh-huh. Right.
They're playing the long game here, investing in their future.
Absolutely. They're putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah.
Expanding those production facilities, developing new technologies.
Yeah.
They're betting on themselves.
It's like you're saying, we're not just riding the wave, we're building the surfboard.
Yes.
And teaching everyone how to surf.
Love it.
I love that kind of ambition.
It's inspiring.
It is. But here's the thing. Going public, that's not an automatic ticket to success, right?
No, for sure not.
What are some of the challenges they might run into?
Okay, so one challenge, and this is true for any company that goes public, is managing those expectations.
Yeah.
Investors, they can be fickle, and if IFTC doesn't hit those growth targets, their stock price could take a hit.
Yeah, it's a high-stakes game of limbo.
It is.
They got to keep bending over backwards to reach new heights, or they risk getting knocked out.
That's a good way to put it.
What else?
Well, another challenge is staying focused.
Okay.
As they grow, it's tempting to try to do too much too soon.
Right.
Chase every new market, develop a million new products. But if they spread themselves too thin, they could lose their edge.
Yeah.
In their core area, that anti-glare technology.
It's like a chef that's, like, trying to master every type of cuisine in the world.
Yeah.
They might end up with a lot of mediocre dishes instead of a few, like, truly exceptional ones.
Yeah, good analogy.
Okay, so staying focused.
Yep. And of course, there's always competition.
Oh, right.
Other companies are working on anti-glare solutions too.
Okay.
And some of those companies, they might have way deeper pockets and way more resources.
So it's like a constant race to stay ahead of the game, like a hamster on a wheel.
Pretty much, yeah.
But hey, at least they'll have a really nice glare-free view while they're running.
Uh-huh. There you go.
But overall, it sounds like IFTC's in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I think so.
Strong track record,
Uh-huh.
talented team,
Yep.
and a product that, like, clearly meets a need in the market.
Yeah.
I have a good feeling about them.
Me too.
They have that spark, the je ne sais quoi. That separates the dreamers from the doers.
Yeah.
They're not just talking about changing the world. They're out there actually doing it.
Exactly. And their story just goes to show that innovation, it can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not about being, this big, flashy company with a famous name.
Right.
Sometimes the most groundbreaking ideas, they come from these small companies, that are really dedicated and laser focused on just solving one specific problem.
IFTC is proof that you don't need a superhero cape to make a difference in the world.
For sure.
All you need is a great idea,
Mm-hmm.
a dedicated team, and the courage to, like, take a risk.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
It's been amazing exploring the world of IFTC with you today.
It has.
They are a company worth watching.
Definitely.
And I, for one, can't wait to see what they do next.
Me too.
This has been an incredible deep dive.
It has.
We've learned so much about IFTC, from their super cool technology to their, like, inspiring company culture. It's like we've earned an honorary MBA in display tech.
You've been a great student.
Haha. Thanks.
Oh, by the way, did you know my friend Steve is the executive director of the Arizona Taiwan office?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he's doing really great work connecting businesses and promoting, collaboration between the two regions.
That's fantastic. It's so important to build those kinds of connections, especially in, the global tech world.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe IFTC will open an office in Arizona someday.
Maybe.
But for now, we'll just have to keep following your journey from afar.
That's right.
Well, that's a wrap for us today. Thanks for joining us on the Board Business channel. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications.